Hopefully that should have allowed me to return. There we go. Of course, now I need to go back into my stream window so I can pause it so it doesn't like autoplay on its own. And do crazy stuff that I don't want it to do. Also, you know what, fuck it, since I'm like not watching the other thing anymore. I just will kill that process. It's probably taking up memory anyway. There we go. And back into the game we head. I guess you didn't like me talking about story-based shooters because this is like, you know, certainly not one of them. But yeah, I was talking about how like Strife, which is another game and one of the like first, I want to say, games that try to fuse like story-based RPG stuff with shooter stuff, which was made in like a version of this engine, I am almost entirely certain. Oh boy. But like, I'm not sure exactly when that came out, but another game that's like very frequently cited as one of the first to do that is System Shock, the first one, which I have already played for the stream. And pretty sure that came out in 1994. It was just 1 year after this. So I don't even know, because like, you know, by the end of the 90s you get stuff like Thief 1 and I want to say Half-Life 1, but I don't know exactly when that came out, and then you go into the early 2000s and things start getting muddled up. But I'm pretty sure since this is like one of the first like fully recognized first-person shooter games, and I'm pretty sure that wouldn't I'm pretty sure one of the first to actually be done in this style and kind of start popularizing it would have been Wolfenstein 3D, which came out before this, I think 92 actually. But I don't know. See, that game I've tried out, but can't really get used to the controls, because pretty sure that was made before this, you know, mouse look scheme was implemented. So you kind of have to do everything. Not only do you have to do everything with the keyboard, which is a little bit more finicky for me, but also the difficulty is pretty brutal even compared to this. At least on what little of it I tried to play, even on like the lower difficulties. So fun times. So I don't know. Fucking video game trivia night with me. The guy whose name he forgets. We checked out every part of this yet. Well, other than the mouse control, I feel like there was something else I wanted to mention about that. Well, I guess what I don't know how much of stuff related to this I can talk about with a degree of seriousness, but basically the mouse, the control scheme I'm using right now with the mouse is called mouse look, as I've been able to believe, and you know, when I say mouse look, you might be inclined to think like, isn't that being able to see in all directions, not only horizontal axis based, but also vertical axis based, and apparently not. Apparently that one is more commonly referred to as free look, if you want to make a distinction between, you know, this and that. Because, you know, free look, you got everything, every axis, whereas in mouse look you only got the horizontal axis. And you know, because you have the restriction of the horizontal axis, you also, you know, for when you get like enemies that are above or below you, you get a certain degree of auto aim, which you might have been able to observe so far. And you know, there's also the wonderful thing known as head scan, which is totally not something that was like derogated completely for a reason. Head scan, of course, being the technical term for when, you know, in ranged attack-based events, the moment the attack is launched, it is decided whether or not it hit its target. There's like no separate projectile involved. Well, I mean, that's not every single attack in this, as you might have, you know, been able to observe, like the regular demon guys called imps. And they have like a fireball attack, and that does generate a separate projectile. But like those guys, the shotgun guys, they got hit scan attacks because the moment they fire, it is decided whether or not the attack hits. But those guys, okay. So they also got like hit scan close range attacks, I guess. So they could call the claw swipes. But yeah, we did it. And you know, since I'm really not that familiar with the layout of the stages here, there's no fucking way I'm gonna get 100%, and I don't know if any of them even, but I can at least explore. Like, well, something I've noticed, I guess I can also mention, is that in a lot of mods as well for this, is that like a lot of the mods for this game, and as you may or may not know, there are a lot of them. You know, Doom is kind of very, very famous for having lots of mods out over many, many years and decades even. I feel that they ramp up the difficulty a lot compared to the vanilla experience, because like in this experience you get get ample health packs, ample ammo, and all of that stuff. Which, I mean, I'm playing in the middle difficulty, which is called Hurt Me Plenty. Like, maybe there are some people who would say you should be lynched if you don't play on Nightmare, but I guess if any of them sees this, I better not let anyone know where I live, alright? Actually, I'm not playing on Nightmare. At least not until I've eaten this, I guess. Oh shit, where did you come from? Did you go up the stairs? How dare you sneak up behind me? I guess he did go up the stairs. Also, yeah, these barrels over here, they do 100% explode. What did that open? That's what this opened up. This is what that opened up, excuse me. Right, oh, fucking... Would you love it when hit scan enemies ambush you? Alright. Also, I'm pretty sure we're about to see the first of this enemy type. Pink demons is what they are called, generally. Maybe they have another name. I think their like canon vanilla name is just like demon. Not any more flair to it, but most people like calling them pinky demons, I guess, because they're actually pink. They're well lit. And they pretty much just charge you and try to maul you at close range. I don't think they have any range attacks. At least not these kind. There might be more kinds, but oh boy. And I'm pretty sure, speaking of the hitscan enemies, you can actually get them to like shoot each other if like they're in a row aiming at you, and the one in the back is the one that shoots. That's a thing you can do. It's called monster infighting, I believe. There's an actual term for it and everything. Also, yeah, some things you might have noticed too about the health and the shield system, I guess, is that... Oh, you can get them up to 100% with like regular power-ups, but then if you get one of these smaller power-ups that only get them up by 1%, you can get them above and beyond that. But if you try to take the power-ups that increase them by greater increments, they generally do not go above 100%. Unless they're like specialized, like the Mega Armor that I got in the first stage. Which I'm pretty sure is the whole reason I have over 100% at all in this stage. I'm sure there's like another healing equivalent, but I can tell you right off the bat what it is. Well, it might be this thing that it's like seemingly inaccessible. That's called a supercharge, if I'm not mistaken, and there's something down there. And yeah, typically they're not normally accessible. You have to find some kind of secret just to be able to get to them. Not sure what the secret to be able to get to that one, which I have no doubt is a thing that exists in this stage. Not sure what it is though. You can go around and try to open up every suspicious looking wall in hopes of finding something like that. And then get lost in the stage like I was kind of doing for a bit there. Hang on. I think we do have your fortunate, your trusty auto map. You can bring up whenever. Oh yeah, that's just like, fuck, there's a guy over there and there's like a thing over here. Like, thank goodness I remember that from my previous experience with this level. Otherwise that would have been bad, I think. Maybe. That's not a promise though, alright. And I'm pretty sure there's some guys just waiting around the corner to ambush you. Yep, there sure are. And they're the shotgun kind too, so you know. It's Scan City. I'm pretty sure there's a distinction between the... You know, there's just like larger health packs that heal you for 25% health, I think, and then there's smaller ones that only heal you for 10%. And the smaller ones, I think, are called stim packs, and the larger ones are just medkits, health packs. I don't know. Oh boy, more fun stuff over here, and more fun stuff behind this wall too. That's gonna show up in a second here. Once I grab this thing. Spoilers, I played this before this first episode, like I said. I mean, it's not really spoilers, I already mentioned it, but do have a little bit of anticipation here that's going to disappear once I get to the end of the first episode, because I've never played beyond that. But hello, Probro. What's up? So I got like the blue key card. That means, can I go over here? Can I do something here? Because like generally these like blue borders indicate that you can do something with the appropriate keys once you find them. It's like what you're supposed to do to like get to the end. Normally is just come over here. Because remember this door that we saw right at the beginning has the blue thing. So you just go there to progress up. I don't know if there's anything else we could have opened up with that. Or, I don't know, maybe just the illumination, oh shit, of the walls. Or maybe it's just wishful thinking on my behalf. My part, not my behalf. Behalf is when the first party is not the one that conveys it. I just utilized that term, also, fuck. I would like to not get hit by the projectiles there. Or at least actually are projectiles instead of being hit scan stuff. That would be terrible. I'm actually not sure if like there's a range limit. I guess, as you can see, like your attacks, I think some of the attacks aren't, but like I think you get a rocket launcher and that's not hit scan, but like the shotgun is definitely hit scan, so that also works in your favor to a degree. And you know, the basic pistol is also hit scan, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I guess we made it to the end here. Watch as I didn't get any secrets somehow. I don't think I did actually, that stage. Nope, I didn't get any secrets. Yeah, apparently you're supposed to run through these levels very quickly if you know what you're doing. Like in under 3 or 5 minutes most of the time. But I do not know what I'm doing, so that's my excuse. Also, I guess a little comment I could make about the music, since, you know, that's another kind of one of the things you notice about the game. Oh shit, there is a guy up there. There are more guys up there. I already killed a guy up in that window, I'm pretty sure. Is that this isn't like 100% vanilla music that you would have heard on like the MS-DOS release in 1993. However, the track that you are hearing right now is like not sure exactly how it works, but it's apparently like an SC55, like higher fidelity recreation, I guess you could say. SC55 being, of course, the I think type of synthesizer that was used by someone whose name I forget, but I'm pretty sure I've seen to compose the music of the game initially. But do not quote any of what I have just said, because I do not fully understand it myself. Alright, that's how you get up there. Is there anything else I want to pick up right here? Oh, there's something there. I guess that just brings that thing down. See, we already gotten to the point where I'm not like in the very first parts of these stages, so I don't like know them as well as some of the other stuff that I've already been through, because I no surprise I've only played through the very beginning of this a few times. Mostly to like test out different things. So we're getting into the interesting zone here, alright, so that thing though I do remember that was like a hazard suit, and what you do with that basically lets you breathe in the noxious green stuff that's in the canals without taking damage, which you normally would, as you may or may not know. Oh, you got a chain gun. I forgot that was here actually. Let's get a blue key card. And I'm pretty sure you can use that to your advantage, the suit that is, to find a couple of secrets in this level. I'm pretty sure there's also something you can find that's like a backpack that lets you expand your ammo capacity. But I don't remember exactly where you would be okay to look for that, or you would want to look for that. I'm not, I'm not really lacking in ammo right now or anything, but something that would be nice to have regardless. If you recall, this is like a little maze area that I don't want to be boxed into with more imps and more of these pinky demons. It's really spooky, right? I never got close quarters with explosive barrels, so that's also pretty spooky. So, serious time, I guess that's what I'm doing right now. And if that wasn't spooky enough by itself, alright, I hear a pink demon somewhere nearby. I'm sure that's what that digitized noise is supposed to be. I'm pretty sure we could also like be using the chain gun against these guys. Like, I think the chain gun uses the same kind of ammo that the regular pistol does, actually. I've got 100 ammo for this and 100 ammo for the other. Well, let's as well try it out just to show off what it does, and I guess I have been finding some pretty cool clips there. There we go. But as you can see, it also eats through your ammo quite a bit faster, so need to be mindful of that. Let's go back and repaint any other clips that might have dropped here that I didn't take advantage of. Like each of those clips restores like 10 ammo. And actually before I continue going down to the other end of the maze there, I'll be to do that thing that I mentioned that I was going to do before, which is, well, let's take a look here. Anything interesting here? There might very well be, but no, for now what we're gonna do is grab this thing. Radiation shielding suit, and we're heading into the poop water here. And that's a way back actually. I'm gonna go the other way. I've noticed there was like a ledge. Here we go. I found a super secret secrety thing, and And I just realized we were supposed to get on that thing like the first time, or else we can't get the thing that's up there now, because that's a supercharge, goddammit. Oh well, missed opportunity, what you gonna do? And that's how you get back to like the normal thing. And I almost didn't realize or mention we got the rocket launcher. Which, I guess is a pretty big deal, as you know. I can launch rockets now, and I'm pretty sure they do a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure they can also blow me up, which would give me a lot of damage. So I shall be reluctant to use that level of potency right now. Right, my suit ran out. Hang on, there's something down here. I can see that. Like, oh fuck. Uh-oh. Okay, it's just a way to get back up. Well, that was a secret, but I ended up just getting secretly humiliated by myself. Right, oh boy. That usually means that something's about to pop out at you. Kind of a big thing, box of rockets. I'm guessing each of these is like 5 rockets inside. Usually means that something's about to pop out, like I said. No, I want this chain gun. Probably a good thing. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this thing you see, if you're able to jump, you might be able to cheese that, but since, you know, Vanilla Doom doesn't have jumping, we need to get the yellow key and be able to, like, brace the terrain there somehow, I guess. So that shall be our quest right now. I mean, the yellow key's over there, you can see that from over here. So how shall we get there? I think we just go to the other side of the maze. You know, at this point I remember that I didn't actually get to the other side of it yet, even though I didn't know you were here, even though that's kind of a straight line. Actually, it's not really a maze, it's more like a straight corridor with cubby holes for stuff to hide in that then comes out at you. That's a more apt way of putting that, I find. Hello, I got stuff here, and the yellow keycard. Maybe I should have come here first. Maybe that would have been a good idea. That thing even do, I wonder? Oh, that's what that did. Okay, there you go. You can get to the end of the level now. Sometimes there are spooks hiding in the last room, but I guess not that time. And I did find a secret, I guess, but it was only one of 3 if I did only find the one. Entering Phobos lab. Well, on the screen I bet you can see, like, there are 8 stages total. I think that's how many there are in each of these. Each of these episodes. So you get a total of 32 levels, I think. Yeah, you can do that. You can blow up the explosive barrels if there are enemies standing next to them, and then you get them caught in the explosion. And they take massive damage. And one of them escapes somehow, but then you see that there are partially invisible pinky demons, so that's an exciting prospect. Stuff to deal with. And then you can come over here and watch the bridge race itself, I guess, and then shoot that guy from all the way over here because you can. And then you go exploring. And you shoot everything from really far away because this game allows you to do that. With a shotgun. Which is interesting because, you know, in this day and age, how many games do you get where you can grab a shotgun and like one-shot an enemy that's like that far away? Who knows? Maybe more than I suspect. But that also raises another inherent question, which is, do they let you do that on purpose, or is there a technicality? Oh boy. I do, let's switch to this thing. Alright, here we are. Might as well be efficient with my ammo. You wouldn't want to be left out of ammo in a game like this, would you, even though Well, I mean, I have 3 different types of projectile ammo right now. I'm pretty sure I got the shotgun shells, got the smallish rounds that I use for the pistol and the chain gun, and then I got the rockets. Those are an actual thing that I have right now, right? Alright, oh, there's more dudes over there. The new Doom? Well, I guess I'll find out, because I've never played a new Doom, but I may or may not have gotten something for the Steam sale in preparation for me trying to stream this entire series now, I guess. Well, a couple of things. Oh, okay, that fireball hit this guy instead of me. Thanks for acting as a human shield for me, friend. That was really thoughtful. Let's shoot these guys. And there you don't die in one hit. There we go. Well, these guys I can barely see for fun. And that for the shotgun comment, yeah, I realized. Oh shit, I also realized that it's something that I did not remember Vanilla Doom doing about when the fucking hordes of enemies appear. They actually make some of them spawn behind where you are. I don't know, that seems like something that isn't that great of an idea. It's a little bit cheap. I'll tell you what do I know? I'm not a game designer. I want to see, well, I don't know, I mean, I actually kind of observed that in, not just in like actual mods, but in vanilla old school shooters, even some of them that were older than, or not as old as this one, I guess. Like Serious Sam, that one did a lot of that. But I don't know, when I think of like old school shooters that aren't as old as this that I like my go-to example is Painkiller, which I really enjoyed. And I might be like selectively blocking out memories. I wouldn't know, I haven't played that in a while, but I don't remember a lot of instances in that game where enemies show up directly behind you when they spawn. For no greater real reason than to ambush you. Oh well. And now I'm frantically backtracking to see if I can find any more health packs, because I do not like being, well, here we go, under 100% health. As you see, I mean, you can avoid damage pretty easily if you have good reflexes, but when you do take damage, you take quite a lot of it. Alrighty, let's move out of here, I guess. Wonder if we're gonna be exiting the stage or just moving to a different part of it. It's probably gonna be the ladder. Let's see. Let's rush across the green group and not stand right next to the. Oh shit! Not stand right next to the. I think that imp just killed that other guy. Like there was some infighting going on there. Let me be prudent and blow up that barrel so that I'm not standing right next to it when I'm over there. Okay, they're all dead. That's a good sign. And I already... okay, I did already... in fact... okay. Let me try something. I'm not sure whether or not that's gonna lead me into, I don't know. There we go, into a instant death thing, but... I would like to know what happens if you, like... let this thing take you all the way up. I'm waiting for it. Need to, like, move away? Oh, yep. Guess it only does that occasionally. I don't know, maybe I need to, like, get on the one on the left and then go quickly to the one on the right. I don't know. Alright. Here we go. I don't know exactly what the flag for it is, but okay, I don't really want to retry that now, so okay. Okay, no, you don't die, but okay, you do get a switch for like. There we go. we're not like trapped in there forever at least. Oh, okay, and there's a secret back here, so I could have avoided damage from that poop water there. Oh well. I discovered the secret, I guess, and we did something. I suppose that's what that switch was about. So let's see if we can take advantage of this new thing that I discovered after all. It's gonna be the way out of here, I would expect. Oh, hey, that guy finished this guy off for me. How nice of him. Alright. I feel like that might be the end, actually. Who knows? So once again, I want to hypochondriac or pathologically. I don't know what words are coming out of my mouth, but well, I want to find more health, basically. Maybe that wasn't the end. Well, only one way to find out. Let's take a little more health. Now I ended up losing health. Well, because I hadn't seen that, and because I let my suit run out. Okay, no, that is not the end. I had a feeling there was gonna be more stuff back here. Here we are. Yeah, alright. What do I mean? Remember my comment about how, you know, we can kill stuff with shotguns from really far away in this, but still I get the feeling that, you know, the proximity to whatever it is you're shooting when you fire the shotgun does play into how much damage you do. Okay, I think I saw one of those invisible things in here. Up there it is. Not like following me into the... I think it died. Yeah, it's on the floor. Not following me into the stairway for some reason. Oh shit, oh we got another one. Okay, now it's dead. Okay. What have I discovered? Other door that presumably needs... Oh dear, this looks bad. Not for me, that is not bad per se. Not by a long shot. See, these are the real spooks. Fuck Slenderman. Fuck, any other spooks that exist only today. Alright. But I found a light amplification visor, so it's perfectly fine. I can see now. I would make a Doctor Strangelove joke, but I don't really let me realize it probably would have fit better with Wolfenstein. Oh shit. Wolfenstein, aka a game I will probably never beat. Okay, there's the exit right there. Let's just reap all this stuff in this area before the light up the night visor wakes or wears off. Not wakes up. And let's see just how much crap I missed. Oh, I got 100% kills at least. Oh, I missed lots of items and shit. Like, I don't know if the item thing is based on like how many items you find or how many items you pick up. Because I had the feeling if you wanted to pick up every last item, you would have to do some like wasteful ammo spending expenditure. Let's see, here's some music I don't remember, but I probably should. Oh. I did it. Okay. Oh shit. I did it. I lost more health. Well, thankfully, or luckily, well, both. Really. It is good fortune that I am thankful for that there are lots of stimpaks around there. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I get the feeling I don't want to be in the middle of the fucking chain of exploding barrels, so probably a bad idea. Alright, let's use another one of these and then grab all the blue health potions that are here, by which I mean the one that is left. Okay, two. They can all be on the limits. Plus ultra. Guessing we have to go the other way first, because you need a red key for these doors. If we go straight though, this door's not closed. Is it? Oh, okay, that guy died really quick. I usually took at least 3 shotgun blasts to die. I don't know, I don't know if like relative damage that you do with the shotgun is based on how close you are, or like how centered your shot is, how well aligned your shot aim is with where the monster is. I feel like it might be a combination of both. Oh, hello. Wait, that's like another yellow door, isn't it? Yep, need a yellow key. Okay, grab a health bonus, grab another health bonus. Be efficient with them by only picking them up after I'm moving at 100% health. Oh shit, okay. Should probably take out the guy that's directly in front of me first, you know, but priorities. Oh shoot, okay, there we go. Persecution. Oh. And oh fuck, there's an invisible guy. There we are. I'm pretty sure this version of Doom I'm using, which as I mentioned earlier is Chocolate Doom, is likely an attempt to be as close as possible to the like vanilla Doom experience on Rocket Launcher. But I need a blue key to open that door, so damn it. Pretty sure this version is like part of that authentication, part of that authentic recreation thing is I got partial invisibility. I almost didn't realize that's what that orb I picked up was. Part of that is that the resolution is really low. That's what I've been trying to say and not being able to say, because my mind keeps wandering. And yeah, if you play on like different source ports like C-Doom or GC Doom, which is what it's become now, you can get a resolution that is certainly larger. And like even other stuff that's like partial application of the trying to remain vanilla thing. Like there's another one called Crispy Doom, which I think you'll have to end up using for the like bonus episode of Doom 2, because I don't think I get it to run on this one. Not entirely sure if that's even possible, but it's been my situation. Is this a chain gun? Yep, okay, guess I'll be using the chain gun. Okay, and at some point too I will be noting that at some point I did pick up the oh shit. I did pick up the oh fuck. I'm surrounded. Pick up the backpack, which means I can now hold like twice as much ammo as I could before. Yeah, there we go. That sure was spooky when we go through it. And I didn't even lose like under 25% health. And when I was under 100%, that's pretty good. So now let's just grab all the crap that was in these little nooks that the enemies were hiding in. But yeah, that's spooks right there. And I think that's everything, so let's... and a shotgun that I forgot to pick up, right. Although I need more shotgun ammo, I almost like at the max, which I'm pretty sure is 100 since it was here. There you go. It was 50 before I grabbed that backpack. I got the red key. That remind me which doors. It's really hard. That's one thing about this auto map though. It's not that great. That it's really hard to tell which doors are like. Actually, I don't think this even like registers. Like which doors are. Need which keys to open, like some other versions do, but I guess this one doesn't. Oh well. Oh well, clearly not a big deal. It's called the authentic experience after all. Oh shit, yeah, okay. Another instance of crap showing up directly behind you. Yeah, I guess this has a little bit more that I would like to remember or admit. Well, at least it does make a sound, you know, you can actually get alerted to it, and I get a feeling this is where I was supposed to use that hazard suit, like, to go down there, and now I'm not gonna be able to do it, at least not without taking massive damage. Oh well. I have been doomed to failure. Also, there's more clips back here. Just the two, I guess. Can get back to 400 bullets, which is a new maximum for my pistol slash chain gun. Okay, this is yellow key. And there are at least 3 keys on this stage. Good feeling I'm gonna need all of them to get to the end. But where did I need the blue key? I think it was over here actually. There's like a couple of gates. Well, there's one gate here. But there's another one like crossing that little pool of crap that also requires me to... Ooh, okay, thanks for exposing yourself right in front of my shot. Shoot. Okay. At least 2 doors where you can use the blue key here, if my memory serves. My memory of exploring the stage up to this point, that is. I did it. Well, I found a switch. But before I pull that switch, I would like to try and find out if there's anything else nearby. Oh, look, there's like a little arrow pointing to the wall there. Computer area map. I think that actually lets you find out where the secrets are. Unless that's just like wishful thinking on my part. Maybe I'm thinking of Heretic, which is another game that was made, I want to say with the same engine, but that was like a little more ambitious. It came out after this. And fun thing about Heretic, I'll probably be trying to get through that game, the first one at least. Even though there's like 3 or 4 games on stream as well, because I actually have a history with Heretic back in the 90s. And I was but a wee tot. I don't remember if it was back in the 90s or if it was only after that I got to... Well, the history is basically that my family at some point... Oh shit. Got a... like one of those shareware discs with stuff from... I think it was... Can't remember if it was id or if it was like an assortment of developers, or if it was another company called Epic Mega Games, which I believe turned into what is called Epic Games today. But we got one of those shareware discs that had a bunch of, you know, demos of games on them. And a couple of those were shooters, just like this one. Early 3D shooters, and one of them was called Kent's Labyrinth / Walken. Which, you know, that is freeware today. In 1993, people paid $30 for this, he says when he gives you the download link. The other one was Heretic, which I don't remember if I ever even got to play any of the any games other than Kent's Labyrinth, because remember back then I didn't know anything about computers because I was a tiny child, and basically my dad had to play it and like get it running for me. He actually ended up playing it more than I did, but yes, at least I want to say a decade after the fact I went back to that old CD. I just figured out what games were on it. There was like a bunch of them that I didn't even realize were there. Just like an early Ultima, like super primitive, kind of a first-person RPG, like I think it was called Ancients, Journey of the Ancients or something like that. And I never got anywhere in there because it was like old school Ultima, old school, not Ultima, Elder Scrolls, that's what I was trying to say, like fucking Elder Scrolls 1 or Might and Magic. That kind of interface it had. And then there was this like old, or not old, but like weird side-scroller called Baron Baldric that I don't think I ever even made any progress in. So very, very few times I tried to play it and I just realized there was a shortcut right there. Oh well, that probably counts as a secret. Now that I've gone through it. There was that. There was like something called One Must Fall, which is like a fighting game. Like I never got it to run properly on any computers that I tried it on, which to be fair I only did that like several years after I had a computer that it was meant to run on. Like I think I actually ended up trying all those games on when I did it on my own. It was on a Windows XP box. But they were originally meant to run on like Windows 98 at the latest. Like a lot of them were just outright DOS games, like even before Windows 3.1. But yeah, the One Must Fall thing always like ran way too quickly and never got it to run properly. And I would say there was at least one more that was like a, I want to say Worms like shooter game. Like a, I don't know, Wild West quick draw kind of thing. But with a Worms-like interface. I don't remember. I don't even remember what it would have been called. But I think the game that stuck with me the most out of all of them when I rediscovered that disc was the Heretic demo. Which game that it was a demo, it was like the... You know, since a lot of these games were episode-based, it had like the complete first episode, but it didn't have anything else after that. And, you know, back then I never figured out how to play it. I was like a complete, like even more incompetent than I am now. So that's a good prospect at least. Good to know that I've been in worse shape, but basically ended up just using like the no-clipping cheat to skip to the end of a bunch of the stages and eventually get to the end of the game and beat the bosses of the first... what was it? First episode, I guess. But I never actually played it for real, you might say. So that's another game that might come back to, because, fun fact, the source port that I'm using right now, which is Chocolate Doom, he also made a version of that source port that supports Chocolate Heretic and Chocolate Hexen, which is a sequel, which is apparently more popular, even though I never played it. Which is apparently also in the same... you know, kind of engine. So yeah, apparently Heretic had a couple of sequels called, you know, Hexen and then Hexen 2, which is technically the third game in that series to come out, so little confusing sequel titles. And then, you know, after they released Hexen and Hexen 2, there was a fourth game called Heretic 2. It's like a completely different thing that's, you know, a whole different animal. It's apparently a shooter with a third-person perspective. And it was like a Windows 98 kind of thing. Windows XP at the latest, I would say, so that I've actually tried to find that and get that running, and that has been a lot more difficult. I have not succeeded, and I don't know if I ever will. Because those games, trying to get those in compatibility with like more modern systems, that's really rather difficult, and I who knows, maybe I should just start looking into like virtual machines with XP and what have you. I get the feeling that if I did that, I would end up being more efficient than just trying to make adjustments for modern systems, which sounds, it sounds reasonable in theory, but whenever I say something like that, I remember stuff like I've actually been able to get stuff like the set. Oh fuck! I'm surrounded by. Oh, I can't get out. That's what I was trying to do here. But what I was trying to say is, I've been able to get stuff like the Seventh Guest, which is like an old FMV point-and-click adventure game from like, I don't even know what's going on. I like, okay, it's like an invisible barrier in front of me for some reason. I want to say from that same era. Well, who knows, maybe that's just like really fucking well programmed and it's like the exception. But I don't know. Like right now I have no immediate plans to like really go out of my way to try and get that to run. Also, I'm pretty sure I made it to the end of the stage, so hooray, but is there another hazard suit back there? I'm pretty sure I can see something like that. Yeah, that is. Okay, so that's there. Hang on just a second, because if that's there, I think I might be able to use that to get one of the secrets that I think I spotted in this very same stage. Just need to remember where that was. So that hazard suit is there if I head north. I think I see where it is. Hang on. I see something suspicious though, certainly here. Not that way, this way. Yeah, okay, so if I grab that hazard suit I can... yeah. Shit, why do I get the feeling that there's like 2 hazard suits in this level for a reason? Like... well, hang on, before I go get it... I can use that one to get over to that secret. I'm pretty sure I just figured out where it is. And according to the computer map, which helpfully lists off all the secrets, there should be a secret passage there, but I guess I can only open it from the other way the first time. Right, so if I go this way though, and I go like through here, yeah, there's the other one. So if I go through there, I should be able to find something super secret, I'm pretty sure. But the question is, can I like go through both secret passageways before the hazard suit runs out? Well, just in case I don't. Let me see. Okay, the other one's over here, right? Like behind the... yeah, there it is. Come on, let's go. But sure that since I'm like under 100% armor, there's like some green armor suits I found somewhere. I should be able to get that filled back up to a good number, but fuck, I don't remember where those are, so... maybe I'll find something good in the secret areas that I'm gonna try to discover now. Let me quick save, just in case, you know. It would be a tragedy if I were to like lose my life now and have to like redo the entire stage over. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. So let's head this way quickly. You can see there's a secret passageway here, and it's full of green goop, so probably don't want to. Alright, so I guess this is the stuff in here, just some goodies, and I guess that thing too. Supercharge, which raises my health, but not much else from the look of it. Okay, that's what that does. Okay, so hang on, that's there. Shit. Okay, I need to go back that way. I'm going to try to get the other one before this thing runs out. Wait, there's the green armor. There we go. This thing runs out, which I get the feeling it's going. Yeah, it's about to run out. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Let me pick up the armor now. So I'm trying to do this, not fucking press enter. There. Are there any more armors hidden behind the fucking columns here? Hang on. There's something here and in the... Okay, there we go, that worked out. That was like not as long of a trek behind the muck as I thought it might be. But I did it. Alright, I'm like fully charged back up. And it's kind of funny that this should happen right at the end of the stage, but hey. At least I get to bring all this stuff with me to the next level. Speaking of where is that? I don't remember. It's that way, isn't it? Behind this here gate. Yeah, here we go. This ought to be it. Can't jump down from the observation platform there, but that's just fine. There we are, and I even managed to get here before the partial invisibility ran out. 98% kills, so I wonder which one was the one that got away. And 75% secrets. That's good tiding. I would think I did end up spending, oh boy, quite a bit of time in that stage. Over 20 minutes. That's over 6 times the, that's over 7 times actually the par, so it seems that we made it to the penultimate stage of this episode. I might as well do the quick save at the start of each stage now, just to be sure. Well, just to be safe, not... If I say just to be sure, it's like to be sure of what. Alright. Apparently lots of dudes hiding in the sidelines, just waiting for the chance to come out and wreck me. Alrighty. Nope, fuck. I know the sound of a head skin when I hear it. I get the feeling there's gonna be more invisible demons. And I'm not gonna like it. No, these are the real spooks, like I said. Like in... what are some spooky games from the past year? Oh, there you are. Fuck, what are some spooky first-person shooters? Like, I don't know, Silent Hill has nothing on this, I guess. I think this is actually a bit more engaging. Like, I say that half-jokingly, but I think the... You know, the actual visceral feeling that, yes, you're in control, and yes, you need super reflexes to not fucking die here. Makes this more spooky than Silent Hill for me. Or at least in the immediate sense. I feel like that's an unfair comparison, because Silent Hill is more psychological horror. Like, I never really felt spooked just by playing that and getting, like, in the immediate thing. Immediate reaction. But I know what are some other horror series that I played. Fucking... I don't know, cause like, now that I think about it, all of the fucking horror series that I've like typically played have been like stuff like Clock Tower, where it's more kind of a psychological than immediate reaction thing. Oh. Oh, okay, they just destroyed themselves. Hey, here's a Minecraft joke. What happened to the creeper that blew up? He was destroyed. I have my $5,000 now. Okay, where the fuck do I go though, again? I'm like not finding any passageways out of here. Nice. Also, thanks for the follow, Warrior side. Welcome in. And... perhaps it's... okay, that's an elevator, right? Is there something up here that I missed? I get the feeling of just being stupid, like, did I go this way? Nope, I did not, okay. I was in fact being stupid, but I found a yellow key. That should let me get somewhere. Is there someone there? Right now that I can see, is there someone way over there? I get a feeling that there's like tiny, tiny rows of pixels that I'm seeing are like enemies, but they're like gone now. Oh wait, there's like... I thought I saw someone big window, but no, it's really hard to tell, that's the thing. That's the genuine experience, I guess. Shouldn't be complaining about that. Oh, fuck. About that. See, I'm pretty sure that that fucking CRT monitor will probably be playing this in 1993, if I was able to do that. Playing this on in 1993. On my fucking compact Presario that my family had. I'm pretty sure at the time. Well, not exactly when this came out, because I'm pretty sure that one had Windows 98, so at least 5 years later. That's like the earliest computer I remember having. Because I was a fucking child, like I said. During those times. Well, I could get up there and like be in the middle of all that stuff, but... What if I try to play it smart? And I can't play it smart all that much because of the limited vertical axis aiming, but I can still play it kind of smart, as you can see. It's not completely out of the cards. But fuck it, we have over 100% health and shield. Let's fucking go. Right, there we go. Apparently I was being paranoid. It's just the one guy left. Is that another rocket launcher I see? They really want you to have this, don't they? Time you get to the end of this episode. So I'm like this certain, I'm almost completely certain that like your equipment and guns don't carry over between episodes, so the whole reason you would stockpile all of this stuff, which I guess is what I'm doing right now, is to use them on the boss that's in level 8, and let's pick that up there. And then that's pretty much, you know, if you haven't used it by that point, you're not being efficient because you're not being the, you're not using all of the resources that are provided. But do not quote me on that, like I said, because I've never played past the boss of the first episode. So this will surely be an eye-opening experience. Oh fuck, for me. Like how sometimes the enemies just end up killing themselves, so they actually saved me because of that. Alright, what are you? I hear you over there. There you are. Oh shit, where'd you come from though? Didn't think I heard anyone else over here. You see those two? Oh wow, fucking from all the way over here and 2 for 1. That's pretty good. I do say so myself, so like I guess this column thing's not gonna go. Okay, yes it is. So I guess I need to like go through that threshold back there to trigger it, but ooh, okay, there's another demon back there. Imp, that's what these guys are called. I need to use the correct terminology, don't you know? And not fucking get tongue-tied and... Ugh. Okay, this is actually spooky. There we go. Can get over here and get the computerized area map. And if I were to fall in the water though... Oh, let's go ahead and fucking do that because I'm paranoid. And I get, you know, it seems like it might be a bit too cautious if I use the save, the quick save function here, but feeling that by the time I get to like the mods for fucking Doom 2, my experience with Plutonia, for example, has been any indication. I'm gonna have to do that all the time just to survive. Because, you know, you might say some of that stuff, like, I shouldn't say cheapness about any of this stuff, but let me tell you, when I think Plutonia, I think cheapness as difficulty. But, you know, everything in its due time. fucking peek out the window, so I can't get him from here. So let's go and say hi to him directly. Let's go and pay a visit. Respectfully, of course. And, ooh. Hey, they're doing it again. That guy just fucking slashes the fuck out of the guy in front of him just to get to me, and then ends up working in my favor. I guess that would make some kind of sense lore-wise if you if you consider that the, like, imps are like full-on demons and the other guys, the guys with guns, are like, they're just possessed pawns, I guess. So they're seen as disposable. Right, I see a blue key over there. I'm guessing I want that. I really rather presume that I do want that, but oh shit, okay. Well, I can shoot this guy from over here, it's fine. He can't get to me because of the height difference. Oh, never mind, now he can. But it was too late. I feel not great dealing with fucking explosive barrels in close quarters, but guess I'm making this work. Oops. Okay. I will say though, it always does catch me off guard when I shoot one of these guys at reasonably close range and they don't die in one hit. I kind of expect at least those guys to die in one hit when I hit them with a shotgun from pretty close up. Or even from that range. Well, I don't know. See, from that range I wouldn't have been surprised if that guy didn't die in one hit, but like if that guy hadn't, I would be perplexed, to say the least. So where haven't I been? Because I got the red key, I think that's like the newest thing that I got, because yeah, the first thing I got on this stage was the yellow key. So now I try to figure out where to use the red key. Is it this way? It looks like it's this way, yes. Alright, this is where we go to grab the blue key and then we go find a place to use it, which I'm pretty sure I passed not too long ago. Hang on, before we do that though, navigate stuff with the map first of all. Okay, so oh, okay, apparently this opened up at some point and I missed it. Oh, there's 3 of you, I see. Damn my inability to expect that. And, you know, you also hear the sounds of the enemies and you're kind of wondering how to even get to them. But yeah, I guess I found a new... Oh. Passageway that I hadn't opened yet. Where are those door opening and closing noises? Are they over here? Oh, there's one. There's another one, and there's at least one more behind that guy. There. So I found them. I'm not entirely certain too, like which noises match up to which enemies. I'm not sure about that with like absolute certainty. Hang on. I'm seeing suspicious stuff on the map here. Okay, that's a window. I guess observation thing. Hold up. If I go here and okay, that's also an observation thing. I get a feeling there's some secrets like in the water if I were to jump down there. I don't know if I can go after them at this point. I feel like it would need a greater degree of dedication that I've got within my being right now. So let's see, what more do we have in the remnants of this level? That's what we got, and this looks like one of those areas where, you know, if these passages weren't already open, this would be like the prime place for some wall to pop open and a bunch of enemies to come out and try to swarm you. Much like, I want to say what was the third stage that did that. So she grabbed the blue key. But once again, don't presume that as a... I think they were fighting between each other again. Oh, fuck. Ah, you were very quiet. The fucking two shotgun guys started shooting at each other and then I just finished the job. Right, well, I think we're pretty much done here. What could possibly go wrong? I think we're about to get to the end of this episode. Got 14 minutes, no secrets at all because I was lazy. Phobos Anomaly, the 8th and final stage, I'm pretty sure, of the first episode. Let us save because we got, I'm pretty sure, a boost battle coming up here. As soon as we... Okay, no. Not as soon as we... open that up, but not far behind, right? I guess first need to blow those guys up, I suppose. I vaguely remember this music from the first time I did this, which wasn't that long ago, actually. Actually, it was a couple of weeks ago at most that I started fucking around with the Doom Source Ports in preparation. Well, not in preparation for this, like the whole reason I was looking into Doom in the first place was because I wanted to stream it, but just kind of to check it out on my own, and that thing is not gonna come back down, is it? Hang on. Let me load a quick save for the first time ever. Like, not even because I died or anything, but because people cheated out of whatever was out there. Perhaps even disabled the ammo by only leaving 2 guys alive from that explosion. Now let's not get off this thing this time, and let's see what's up here. Right, got a computerized map, got ourselves some stuff that we don't... Well, we might need, but we can't use right now, but yeah, you can see, oh, whoops. Bit of a pattern up ahead as to, oh, we got a few more of these guys. I guess, to deal with before we're allowed to proceed to the up ahead area, but, once we do, one moment. Why the fuck is my microphone off? God damn it. Alright. Guess I just forgot to turn it back on after the fact. After the end of the final stage of the... I didn't even realize this is why I should keep my fucking OBS window on top so I can notice when that happens. But... Right, time to try to summarize what I've been saying for the past 20 or so minutes. Oh yeah, this. You know that, well, the reason that this happened in the first place, you might recall that when I switched my microphone off for a reason and then forgot to turn it back on because I got distracted by that, is that, you know, this is so vanilla that it only accepts, like, you use the plus and minus keys on the keyboard to, come on. Right there. Use the plus and minus keys on the keyboard to reduce or increase the size of the main game screen, but this is so vanilla that it only accepts the keys based on the US keyboard layout, which is not what my keyboard is. I have to either blindly guess or remember what those keys are. See, in my case, they are the key that, depending on what other function key you have pressed, it would be either close question mark, single apostrophe, or forward slash for minus. And the key for plus would be open exclamation mark or open question mark, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist in English, so there you go. I have Tim Hortons? No, I do not. I've heard of it. That's a big thing in Canada, though. But I've never been to Canada. Kinda wanna go. The weather sounds nice. Better than just being sweaty all the time here. I've heard of this thing called poutine, but it was never like exactly clear to me exactly what it was. From what I understand, I have a very, very vague understanding of it. It's apparently like, I don't know, like fries basted in some kind of sauce, like curly fries maybe, something like that. Like a kind of vague stew made of something like that and served up, but like I said, my understanding is extremely vague, and don't think I've ever actually discussed it with anyone in an actual conversation, because you know, the word poutine, if you say that in Spanish, it might be misconstrued as something rude. To the way it sounds, basically. But anyway, I try to remember. Did I say anything else after I muted myself by accident? Well, I was talking about the Barons of Hell. which are the bosses of the first episode. And how I noted that none of the stuff from the first episode carries over to the second episode, so I was proven right on that front at least. Ooh, okay. That's poutine. Tim's don't do poutine. Right, that's news to me. Basically a coffee, tea, and donut shop. Alright. Ooh, right. But I'm pretty sure that something else that was also skipped because I forgot to turn on my microphone because I got distracted by the screen size thing was that when this source sport that I'm playing right now, which is Chocolate Doom, when you close it, it actually displays the like splash screen that you would get when you would close regular Doom, I guess. Vanilla Doom in MS-DOS, which is like the credits. I want to say the support and ordering information. And all the people at work on it and what have you. So we live in that shit. Okay, I am being assaulted. Just 1 second, please. Hopefully I don't remember it or forget to turn the microphone on this time. Oh, I shouldn't do that right then. Alright, I received no response. The coffee and tea is cheap and quick and fairly tasty. So we live in that shit. Only Eastern Canada does. Western Canada is completely different from Eastern. And I see I received no response, but as soon as I started speaking again, I would hear strange noises. Oh, who knows? Ooh. Alright, I hear strange noises again. Perhaps this time I shall receive a response. Just give me 1 minute. Alright, scratch that, never mind. Alright, if these noises continue, I shall have to actually go and check what that is. Yep, that sure is an knocking noise that is isolated though. That is strange. Well, that sure is a strange noise, yes. Certainly doesn't sound like somebody with an organized purpose though. So I am forced to assume it is not to be paid attention to. Yeah, at least get to the end of this place. I don't remember where the fuck I've been. It's just like a giant maze. Have I been up here? Well, apparently I need a yellow key to open that there door. I have have you not yet been able to locate? I see that thing, but I'm pretty sure I don't want that, because in my experience, that's something that whenever I do pick it up, it ends up giving diminishing returns. Well, perhaps it shall be. Oh, okay, I run out of shotgun ammo. I was wondering whether or not that was going to happen soon. All of my suspicions are being addressed now. There we are. Did I miss anything? It sounded like I did. Like another projectile came forth. Shit, I got 4 shotgun shells. That's better than 0, but I don't know how much that's really gonna help me right now. Eastern Canada is really oh shoot. I'm not paying attention, but I probably should be. It's where the French and Newfish reside. Middle Canada is where you find the funny speaking English people, and Western Canada is like a really polite English weirdos who are mostly Asians now. Well, I see. Well, I mean, the West is the side that faces Asia, so yes, that's what you'd expect. I think for that guy at least. There we go, quick fix with the shotgun. Get the feeling I might be prudent to be a bit more selective. Now though. Alright, if ever I manage to get to the end of this, I still need a yellow key. Perhaps then I shall feel compelled to... Oh, okay, you exist. Well, I still can't get close to you, but at least you can interrupt their ranged thing, I'm pretty sure. Just doing continual fire even with the shaded pistol. Continued fire, or like, I'm pretty sure that's a more apt way of putting it, but yeah. Sure do wonder where the yellow key could be. Don't really want to go down there because I get the feeling it would need like a password thing. Get over there. Not, my fucking throat. I can't go through there, or maybe I can, I just need to do that. There we go. That's what I get for not paying attention. Okay, the far-off perspective here is hurting my face a little bit, but surely it'll be fine. I get the feeling that resources might be just a little bit more stingy from up here on out. Okay, so that does hurt you. I was wondering about that. Even though you can go past it fairly easily. Use the power of the speed of mouse look. I might as well switch to a shotgun for now. Oh, hello. I get the feeling this is some kind of trap though. Yep. Well, it'll take their time to get to you, but oh dear. Yeah, I think I'm locked in here right now. That's not so good. And that situation's not going to change until, well, you get this, I suppose. And now you can't get out of here, yeah. Till all of these guys are dead. Oh, and then there are more guys to make dead. Ah, there we are. I can't really read the maps all that good. But I gotta tell you though, I think I still prefer these maps to like The versions of some of these maps that some of the other source ports have, like Sea Doom, uses one that has like really, really thin lines, so they flicker all the time. Well, I guess a trade-off is that that one actually lets you see like where the different color doors are and what have you. Alright. Once again, getting extremely diminishing returns for my ammo, but like I guess part of the reason for that, now that I think about it, is that like the number of like possessed human enemies, like, that might be the exit right there, but I need to open up the way to it, I would presume. Okay, this looks spooky. The reason for that is that there's less human enemies, so you know the ones that actually drop ammo when they die pretty much every time, so that's part of the reason for the scarcity of ammo in this part of the game. An energy cell pack, right? Not quite sure. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I found what it's for. 160 ammo. So I could use this from here on out. Ooh, that's quite good. Still should probably try to be smart with my ammo though. Goodness. French myself, Newfies are like dum-dums who reside in Newfoundland. I see. Oh dear, okay. Your door's opening, but okay. Also see a yellow key over there, which would be like the very oh shit. What are these sounds? Oh, like stuff coming up and down here. I wonder what that's about. Is there anything down here that I want to find? I think there is. Wow. This level is actually turning out to be quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I had no real clue about what I should expect specifically, but you know, you got the powers saying that, hey, you should be able to finish this in under 5 minutes. And then you get something huge like this. I don't know, maybe they like kept all of those levels to episode 1 because that's a shareware one, and then this is like the real shit. The stuff you pay for. So is there anything else down here? Any security secrets? Oh, not that I can see on this one at least. Alrighty. I see nothing more. See the exit over there still. Hang on, let me try something. Yes, I will quick save over the quick save file. That seems, you know, like a good thing to do. I can't even remember like where I've been anymore. So I'm going in a good direction here pretty much at this rate. Got more stuff. I've already been this way, haven't I? Yeah, I have. We should go back to where okay, I'm getting really disoriented. You know what, let me try something. Why don't I try to get past this horrible pool of things and... okay. Oh, maybe I... oh, okay, hang on. I'm supposed to... I just noticed that this like matches the ceiling. Follow the pattern on the ceiling, then you can get over there without hurting yourself, but... I did hurt myself. I like barely took damage, so I guess I'll just eat that. I got the yellow key card. I don't remember where I need this because I currently don't. Well, hang on. We'll figure it out. Oh boy, strange noises again. Still don't know what might be causing them though. Alrighty, so if we return back this way, I get lost again, that's what happens. Alright. What's down this way? There are dead things, and okay, that goes back to where the exit is. Like a whole other area, I feel, where I was getting lost in, and I've just completely forgotten where it even was to even get there. Already press that switch. That's oh right, this. Hang on. This might be some spooky instant death stuff right here. So, yep, I guess it might have been. Okay, this looks kind of suspicious though. This looks like you might be able to go into that nook over there. Let's go here. Oh yeah, this looks okay. So campers right in have the a chainsaw yet on this. This continuity, so that's why I get that one. There's these guys for the first time, another demon that I've never actually seen before because I never played past the first episode. Not that I have seen in the references and whatnot. Apparently they're called Lost Souls. And they're just big old flaming skulls that jump out at you. I feel really, really paranoid about how... Ooh, okay. It's not like instant death, you get caught under one of those things, but it's like very rapid succession damage. I imagine. Right here, looks like easily hack across here, and you can. And get a blue key, but still no red key, which I think is what I need to actually get out of the stage. It looks like you might be able to interact with them, but maybe not. Blue key. Let's say I already used the blue key here. Well, okay, this I remember. Okay, I found the red key. Now if I'm able to... See, I remember this place. There's like that whole area with the boxes. I don't remember where that is. Is it that way? Yeah, that is. So, yeah, this stage is pretty huge, I gotta tell you. Crazy how much graphics have improved over the years. Well, I would say partially graphics, but mostly just the technical capacity to show off those graphics. Because, like, I think even back then, back, you know, when this came out, they like had the talent to make good graphics, but you can only show so much of that with the low resolution and what have you. Like, I couldn't make graphics like these. That requires actually some level of translation from like high to low resolution and still making it look good in the end. Which I mean, I haven't fucked around with art too much because I'm convinced I am not an artist. But what little I have, I feel like the stuff that looks the least bad has been like pixel-based stuff. But yeah, how long was that? 20 minutes? Not as long as I thought it was, maybe it just felt longer for some reason. That was the well, that was the stage before the refinery. We are now entering the refinery, which apparently has the Between Levels music as its main music. Hang on. Before we begin this stage though, I need to check something out real quick. So hold on just a few minutes. And never mind the lack of animation, it's just how that. I'm going to the dinner now. Well, funny you should say that. I am gonna have to do a thing for a little bit now that I wasn't expecting. Or at least not as soon. But I do want to keep doing this, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to upset myself for like, I wanna say 10 to 20 minutes. But I will be continuing once I am done. So what I'm gonna be doing is switching over to the guideline screen and actually, I guess restart the stream real quick so that I can cut this whole thing out when I eventually push this thing to the archive. But, and, do it again when I get back. But I will get back in, I want to say, 15 to 30 minutes, so if you're watching, please hang tight. If, you are so inclined. So I'll be returning. So, I will be back in brief. Until then, please enjoy the brief interruption on this screen here with the music, I guess.